What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be going over a bit of jungle mentality. Lee Sin's obviously gotten really popular lately with Froggen playing it and people making montages that are really good. And basically people are playing a lot more Lee Sin than they used to do. The problem with that is people are playing Lee Sin and trying to be really fancy and do all these cool things, but they don't actually know how to jungle and how to play like the basics of Lee Sin. So I'm going to be going over basically how to play Lee Sin. You can still be flashy, but it's not the optimal way to play Lee Sin, I don't think. Especially at lower mid elos where your skill shots aren't perfect, like a lot of top players. So, obviously you start red buff because that's how you play. You play a non-mana jungler. And then, in general, I would say ganking top lane as Lee Sin is basically either a guaranteed flash or a kill early game. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to straight to top lane. And Olaf is smart, so he's trying to counter gank me here because Lee Sin always goes top lane. So Olaf catches me. I have red buff, he has blue buff, so I should in theory win. My Q hits him and kills him. I kill him and then flash out and die by some weird Xin Zhao charge bug. I don't even know what happened there really, it was a bit weird. But, so I got first blood. That's pretty important. And then you'll see what I do with this. Now, this is the thing with junglers is, as I'm respawning, I'm thinking, okay, let's look at my lanes. What's going on? TF is getting pushed back. Bottom lane's sort of even, it's just whatever. And top lane's gonna need help because it's Xin Zhao do a wolf versus Aurelia. He's gonna need help for sure. So I'm gonna get a bit of levels because level 2 Lee Sin is not gonna do anything. Level 3 Lee Sin is sort of like where you can start making plays happen because you have all three of your skills. And then I'm gonna try and walk up to people and hit them with double E. Because if you sort of like throw your Q out and then you waste your Q, you can't really get a gank after that. Whereas if you walk up and hit your double E, even if they flash, you always hit a Q because they're slowed by how much percent it is. It's 30%. So if you miss a Q on a 30% slowed target, you do something wrong. So again, here at this point in the game, I know Olaf can't really be here just because he would be stupid to be here at this point because he hasn't taken any of his buffs really. He's taken his blue buff and he died. And Olaf clears pretty slow without blue buff in general. Now, Ziggs is obviously really pushed up, so I'm going to try and go for the gank on his Ziggs. And just see what happens there. So yeah, I'm not going to go for a random Q like a lot of players would here. My TF died because he's not very good. Have to go for a random Q here, no choice. Hit the double Q. It's a risky play. I died. Whatever. Sometimes I have to take risks to get kills. That was it. Now I know that I said you don't want to be a flashy Lee Sin, and that was pretty flashy. But at the end of the day, Lee Sin is all about getting a really good early game. If you don't have a good early game, then you're going to fall really far behind. Whereas if you do have a good early game, it can snowball you really hard into the later game. So while I give 300 gold to Ziggs and an extra 300 gold to Ziggs because he killed the TF, I'm not actually that bothered about it because I got 300 gold for myself. And that sounds really like selfish. But at the end of the day, if I'm playing Lee Sin, I want to be the one who's 20-0 on my team, or 20-2 as the case may be. I don't care about the rest of my team so much. It's just me who wants to be fed, so I can 1v5 the team, essentially. So I'm level 4, Diggs level 4, Ezra level 3, Olaf level 4. I'm doing okay. I'm keeping the levels because I got that kill, the extra experience I got from that kill. And now, I'm going for the Xin Zhao because I know he doesn't have flash up. This is the thing with jungling, which you'll learn sort of in time, is you'll learn to time their flash cooldowns. Now I ganked early game, so I know he has no flash. I ganked mid, so I know he has no flash. So my options right now are definitely mid and top. So I'm going to go for this top lane gank, because it's pretty easy to gank a Xin Zhao, let's be honest. Especially with Aurelia to help. So I get in, hit the Q, hit the double E, and he just falls over, because he has no flash, like I said. So, what am I going to do after that? After that, I'm thinking now, right, this Ziggs has no flash, and I have a TF who has flash as far as I know. So ganking Ziggs here should be the freest kill I've ever got. So I ping him here. This is another thing, let me pause really quickly. Is when you're ganking as jungler, please remember to ping people that you are ganking. I see so many people make this mistake, where they're coming from this situation here, where I'm coming behind. This is a free gank here, I can basically 1v1 him. But they don't ping the guy that they're coming to, and sometimes I'm guilty of this mistake myself, is that they don't realise you're coming to gank them mid lane, and then they just don't react and don't help you at all. So always ping. Really, I can't stress that enough. Always ping the gank. So here I ping the gank. TF, for some reason gets a blue card and hits a creep. I'm not going to go on about that. Wait for his jump. My TF is just mongoloiding right now, for lack of better words. Hit the double E on him. My TF runs away, and I get the kill by punching him. So I didn't have to go for flashy Qs, even though I had it up. There was no reason to go for a flashy kill though. So, what have I learned from that gank? I've learned from that gank that my TF is definitely not a very reliable player to gank for, and the last thing I want to be doing is basically feeding this TF, because I don't have any confidence at all in this guy sort of carrying the game and winning his lane in general. So if I get kills mid lane, they're going to me, not this TF. That sounds, again, really selfish, but that's how I think you should play Lee Sin, and how I have success playing Lee Sin, is that you pick out who's good on your team, who's bad on your team, and then you either take the kill or you give the kill. And it's basically as simple as that. So here, I want to take the blue buff because I know it's spawning around 7 minutes, 7:15. That's about when blue buff usually comes up. And pausing again, we have pressure top lane, so Aurelia can come and help me if I need to. He's a level ahead of Zinzao, this is good. Ziggs, I don't really care that much about because he can't do that much damage pre-6. He can do okay damage, don't get me wrong, but it's not scary enough for me to care without flash. And Olaf is generally weaker than me at this point of the game, so I'm taking the blue buff because then Ziggs can't crush mid lane as hard if he doesn't have a blue buff, is my logic in this situation. So you always want to be sort of stealing the blue buff. So here, we saw the blue buff spawned, but we saw Zinzao was also pushed, so we went for a Zinzao gank before getting the blue buff. Now hit W to the creep, hit the double E so we can't flash. He flashes, again, easiest Q of my life because he's E'd already, and then get the kill. That's really standard play. I did nothing special there. It takes no flashy skills or mad Lee Sin skills, as you've seen in other videos. That was just basic, standard, good gameplay. So again, I'm going to take the blue buff because I want the experience. I want to be greedy. I want to take the gold. And then I'm probably going to take my red buff, I would presume, simply because Lee Sin in red is really good. Dropping a ward here so the TF doesn't get ganked, because the last thing I want is him feeding. And I might even go for a kill on the 6 because he's pushed up and is in a pretty bad spot. Again, hit the double E, can't miss, hit the Q, hit the Q, hit the R. Simple. And again, you'll see there, a lot of players would have gone for a random Q, and if they missed, that Ziggs would have walked away with his little bomb thing. Catch the Olaf out because I had a ward, he flashes over, so that's another flash gone. Again, you see I haven't really been in my jungle because as Lee Sin, the last thing you really want to be doing is clearing your jungle. Because you need to have some sort of like mentality of a route you want to follow, but it shouldn't really include losing half your HP to double golems, because early game, Lee Sin really does not jungle like as well as other junglers, sort of Yude, Shyvana, you name it. So again, here it's pretty standard. I see the Zinzao pushed up. I also see Aurelia's got 2 levels ahead of him and he's weak. He has Ninja Tabai and that's it. And it's just an easy gank waiting to happen. So why would you not go for the easy gank? Flash into him. Let me rewind that really quick. I want to point this out, really want to point this out. Okay, here. That's buggy. That's really buggy. Okay, so I flashed to hit the E on him, rather than hitting a Q on him. Why did I do that? Because I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect in the world. If you miss your Q, you don't get a kill. Simple as that. If you hit your double E when you know he has no flash, you get 100% guaranteed kill. So here, we took the kill. Blah blah blah. I really cannot stress that point enough, really, is that you really don't need to be doing all these flashy, whoa, that was really good skill shots, because if you miss them, it makes you look like a complete idiot. I'll be blunt with that. It makes you look really stupid when you, like, if I'd have missed that Q, we wouldn't have got a kill on Zinzao, which was a free kill because he had no flash. I would have looked like an absolute mongoloid if I didn't hit, if I went for that Q and missed it. Rather, I used my flash, which okay, fair point, I did use flash, but I got a guaranteed kill, and I think the guaranteed kill is worth a lot more than my flash right now. So here, I also noticed one thing, this is another thing I've noticed here, is Aurelia is obviously a decent player, because I've ganked him a couple of times now, and he's come with me, sort of ganked. Now, for those of you who watch my other videos, you'll know that I know Monkey Bra, I've played with them before, so I do know this player beforehand. But so my basis of this is basically Monkey Bra is a good player. Let's work off Monkey Bra and let's win the game by feeding him and sort of dominating. So here again, I come for a bottom lane gank because look at their positioning. You know, that's pretty simple. There shouldn't be really any situation where I don't get a kill here. And chances are I'm going to W to something, or probably Alistar, and then hit a double E. I'd highly doubt I'd go for a flashy Q here. Hits a W to a ward even, hit the double E on both targets. Ezreal flashes, I don't care about that. I'm not going to go for an Ezreal. Then I get the kill into Taric, and I kicked Ezreal away so he couldn't finish Alistar. That was a little bit flashy, I'll have to admit, but did I go in for some reason? Yeah, let's not question that. And back off really. So this is sort of where I see a lot of people fail, is they'll recall and then they sort of when they come out of the recall they look like they're lost and they don't really have a plan and not really sure what to do. I see way too many people aimlessly wander around thinking, oh maybe I should gank here, maybe I should gank there. That's not how you should do it. You should, when you're recalling, you have a bit of time when you regen your HP and you buy your items. Now I see TF is way pushed up to his tower, don't care, can't help him. Caitlyn, way pushed up, I just kill bottom lane, don't need to help him. I'm looking, I'm seeing top lane. That's juicy. I don't see the Olaf here, I just see the Xin Zhao. But I think, alright, this Xin Zhao is level 6. I can get another killer. Because I'm level 8. My team's level 8, 8, 7, 7. They're 6, 6, 6, 7, 8. So I'm like one of the top levels of the game. I'm very, very, very confident that I can do a lot of play here. And by feeding myself more, obviously, you know, that's where I want to be. I'm not really going to talk about item choices, but Ninja Tabai against this team is an obvious choice. So here, again, W in, hit the double E on both targets. And then just punch him to death, really. There's a nice Q, hit a double E, and he's dead. Again, no flashy play, that's just standard play. Gonna recall again, and then we'll have a look at which lanes need help, and which lanes I can get potential kills from. And also bear in mind that it's 11:40 current game time. I know I took that blue buff around sort of like 7:30, 7:45, so I'm counting that in my head, and chances are I'll be heading back over to the blue buff to take it yet again, to stop this Ziggs dominating TF, because again, I don't have a lot of confidence in this TF, and that's just simply how I feel. And again, Aurelia probably thinks the same thing, that's why he's ganking mid quite a bit. He wants to shut down the Sig as much as he can, because the last thing you want is him feeding off TF. So here I go for some, this is probably a flashy play. No, it's not. Good. Avoid the flashy plays as much as possible. As cool as they look, you know, you have to avoid them. I could have tried to WTF and then hit a random Q and then kick him out, but it's too risky and wastes too much time if you fail. So again, blue buff's up 12:30, should be spawning around now. We see a Xin Zhao on the tower here, and you know, again, it's a pretty free kill. Let's just go for it. W stop the relative damage, hit the double E. He can't do anything if he flashes because I have Q on him. Kicked into a wall and dead. So Xin Zhao is getting absolutely boned. He's 1 and 5. You know, when you're a 1 and 5 Xin Zhao, you're not having a good time. Just to put it, you know, bluntly, you're just not having a good time. So I see this Olaf on the blue buff. Gonna hit him obviously. Double E, no random Q. Beating this Olaf up. He has to use his armor. I hit my Q and kill him on the tower with the red buff. Why not? Again, I didn't really do any cool skill shots there. That was simply hitting a double E and then punching him to death with a red buff. The Q, you'd have to be like bad to miss that. And stealing away this blue buff because I had it timed out, so I knew exactly when it was coming. I'm level 10 now. My team is level 7, 9, 10, 10, 8 compared to 7, 7, 7, 8, 9. So I'm way ahead of their team right now. I see a Xin Zhao walk into this bush, and you know what I'm thinking. Let's kill him. Pushes me away, uses armor, fine. Armor waste gone. So, this stage of the game, I've gone from 2-2 to 9-2-3 simply by abusing the fact that they have a weaker lane and sort of abusing taking buffs. And the last thing I want to really do, I see a Xin Zhao here again. Missed my Q, that was... I went for a skill shot when I shouldn't have gone for a skill shot. Simple as that. I did it again, missed my... See, if I hit that Q now, if I Q here, I can Q, RQ, and kill him. But instead I went for a flashy skill shot and missed. Something to note. So I got myself in a really bad spot here because I went too aggressive. Kick the Zinzao away. Get the kill. I'm dead from it. Dead at 100% here. Flash away from the Zigzoomer into the tower, but a shutdown with Zinzao. Now, some of you might look at that and think, wow, that was really bad. Why did you flash into that tower? Actually, half have a reason why I flashed into the tower rather than giving Ziggs a kill. It's because this Zinzao was worth no gold to me right now. He was like 1 and 6, and his first kill was right at the start. So he was worth like 100 something gold, that's nothing. But if I gave him that, I just gave him a kill, which resets his gold counter, which puts him back up to being expensive again. So it means my camping top lane is going to pay off yet again, because he's back to 300 gold apiece, which is obviously, you know, really what I want. So, take red buff, camp lanes. And you'll see again, I've been ignoring bottom lane, basically, because I really dislike trying to gank against Ezreal turret lanes, when they have heal, especially. Doesn't matter what I'm with, Alistar, Caitlyn, I don't really care. I just really despise ganking for it. So I've just been focusing on top lane, because I know I have a solid Aurelia there, and trying to stop middle lane getting too farmed by taking its blue buff. Because, honestly, if they don't have a blue buff middle lane, the chance of them actually dominating is quite a bit less. And you don't really have to camp mid lane as much as just take away sort of their potential to carry by taking away the blue buff. So here I'm just being an absolute, I don't want to use offensive words, but I'm sure you can imagine what I would say. I would hate me if I was this Zinzao. He can see me here, he knows I'm here. Absolutely 100% knows I'm here. But what can he do? You know, 2v2 we're going to win. Me and Rene versus Ziggs and Zin. There's no way we would lose that. So here again, killing his jungle, why not? I haven't seen the Ziggs come in, I don't think. Now I see Ziggs come in. Takes my wolf away from me because he's mean. Almost hit the Q on him, that was pretty close. But again, I'm just trying to feed the Aurelia here. He's level 12, he's way ahead of everyone right now. Olaf comes in, missed my Q on him. See, this is actually something I want to point out, is that my Lee Sin Qs are not good. They really are not good. But it doesn't really matter because of the way I play Lee Sin. See, I walk up here, double E, he jumps over. I'm sad. Q to the Wraith to try and get a random kill. You know, it's not going to work. Hit in the head. Go in, hit the double E. Almost die. I do die. Monkey gets a kill. Gets 2 kills and a red buff. Worth it for me because I know Monkey's a solid player. So if he plays Aurelia and gets a double kill and a red buff, you know, it's worth it for me basically. Bottom lane's doing okay, they're 1 for 1. TF ported here. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He ported and just sort of randomly died. You know. Again, like I said, I didn't really have a lot of confidence in his TF. And he's just proving my lack of confidence by making this kind of plays. He's not really doing a lot at all. He's just, yeah. So here, go for a bit of invasion because I thought this red buff was up, but it wasn't. I just couldn't see it properly on the map, so I checked this just in case. Now again, I've actually ignored dragon this game. That's partially just because I've stayed top lane, mid lane the whole game. I haven't actually been around bottom lane enough to kill a dragon. So this is again my confidence in TF here is. This is why I pinged this guy, pinged him twice, and this TF is like a mile away. Even now he sees me coming. He's just not help. He's not here to help. Hit the double E. TF comes forward, a blue card, yeah, and then dies. Genius TF, and I get the clan 6. Now, I predicted this TF incapability early game, just from the first gank, and he's just proven, like I said, that he's not someone you want to feed. Now I could have camped mid lane and fed this TF, maybe not to the same 603 extent that I fed this earlier, but still to a pretty, you know, farm state, because I killed the Sigs now 5 times. They could have all gone to TF, so TF could have been 5-4-3, and if he had them extra kills you could argue he might not have died so much, but at the end of the day, I'm happy with my choice because TF is proving himself not to be worthy of being camped, I guess is the way to put it. I think when you play solo queue jungler, that you want to be picking out a good player on your team and making sure he gets fed along with you, so that you can 2v5 the game. If you pick the wrong target, if you pick the wrong friendly champion on your team to feed, then it's going to end up actually losing your games. So again, TF just ported down here. Didn't really achieve anything. Me and Aurelia were just putting pressure on the map, I guess. By doing this, we're making it so they have to 3v2 us. So no matter how bad TF is, our bottom lane and mid should win 3v2 compared to us losing 3v2, which isn't as likely. Is my logic behind this one, basically. So again, I saw the red buff come up because I checked it last time. Coming into Olaf, making use of Zoma. Probably not going to get a killer. Ziggs is hiding with the race. Well, we do get that was sick. I want to watch that again. Hang on a second. This isn't really analysis. That was just cool to watch, so I want to watch that again quickly. This is a flashy play. I admit I went for a flashy play here, but sometimes you have to. So I hit the Q, flashed into him, kicked him away for extra damage, and then Q'd to him. That was a flashy play. Sometimes you have to make flashy plays like that to get kills. So go for it when you do that, I guess. And then because Ziggs was chilling with the race, we got a kill on Ziggs. Now, the bottom lane's done okay. 154 creep kills, highest in the game. 2-0. That's pretty okay. But it's nothing in comparison to the Aurelia Lee Sin farm we've got here. Alistar hits a nice headbutt pull. We get out on this Taric. Aurelia's going deep, because why would you not? And then double E, that's a dead Taric. So I'm 13-4-6 here. Again, that's basically because I snowballed myself at the start. Yes, I gave away 2 kills, but I got 2 kills myself, which I think is more important because I'm selfish on Lee Sin. And yeah, I'm going to stop this replay here because there's not really more to it than that. If you get this kind of lead in the first 20 minutes of Lee Sin, it's not hard to sort of finish the game. And yes, you're going to look at this and say, oh, it went 41 minutes. I'll skip to the end and show you why it went 41 minutes. It's because we had like one guy AFK, so it was actually 45. I don't want to show that. But basically I ended the game 22-7-16, and Relay ended the game 12-2-21, which is actually a ridiculous score. Caitlyn 13-3-9, so we ended up doing well as well. And our TF ended 5-9-13. He had less assists. He had the least assists on the team apart from Caitlyn at TF, which you get a free assist when you press the Ulma button. You know, let's not talk about that one. 3-12-7 in, so we got absolutely shut down. Couldn't really do anything because he didn't have the farm to do it. Olaf 2-11-9. Again, he got shut down because of like just map pressure from me and taking his buffs away. And Ziggs ended the game 12-16-9, which shows a lot of potential to be extremely deadly as he got 12 kills and 9 assists. Had I not taken the blue buff away, maybe he'd have done better. Hard to say. Obviously, he was a good player because he raped the TF mid. Ultimately, the TF ended up doing okay in creep kills. I don't want to diss on this TF too much, but my lack of confidence was proven throughout the game, basically. I mean, obviously ended up winning this game. But hopefully this shows you how to put some sort of structure into your Lee Sin play, and you don't end up running around trying to hit all these cool shots that you don't actually need to be doing. And it's sort of useful to you. I'll try and make a couple more jungle things as the Season 3 patch is being released pretty soon. And I'll probably jungle a bit more when that comes out. Thanks for watching this video.